What is going on, guys, and hello, everyone. That didn't work out. I tried to take a big fat bong rip before I did the intro, and it really just fucking failed. Oh, God. Anyone, hello, hi.
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Colin? How are you doing, man?
Fucking living the dream, as always.
I mean, you're not living the GE8 dream, but we can't all.
True.
We can't all. There's only so many of them in the world, and more people than that.
There's only so many dreams I can live.
That's true, and I think that's true for everyone. And really, you got to pick your battles in life. You only got a finite amount of time. And yeah, all right, that's Philosophy Hour done. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the...
Welcome back to Fresh Oil, the philosophy / BC Racing Coilovers podcast.
/ Honda Fit Talk podcast. /
Honda Fit Talk.
/ Crossovers are probably okay talk.
Yeah, / crossover talk with Jake and Colin today.
I don't know. We don't have crossover talk on
We don't have... Don't worry, I'm sure we will find a way to go back to crossover talk. We always do, every episode.
I did see my first ever Hyundai Ioniq today, which is that, like, hybrid or whatever, that, like, was...
Yeah, that's not a crossover, though.
I remember when it first was announced and people were, like, super, like excited for it. I figure nobody bought them because this is the first time I've fucking seen one. But this is like a few years ago, and everyone was like, "Oh, it gets like 55 miles per gallon. It's a crossover, whatever." I saw the thing today. It's fucking tiny. It is a tiny car.
So I see them all over the fucking place here in the great city of Portland.
That's weird that they're popular there.
I don't know shit about them. I never saw one, I don't think, before I moved here. And then I moved here, and I remember seeing the name and thinking, well, that's a stupid fucking way to spell that name. And, yeah, didn't know they got 55 miles per gallon. Didn't know people thought they were crossovers.
What does Hyundai call it?
Boring appliance car. What?
What does Hyundai call it?
It's the Ioniq.
The most fuel-efficient car in America. It's a car. All right. I don't know where I heard crossover then. It must have been fucking... It must have been the idiot people who write the articles and shit. Like when Ford announced the Mach-E.
That is clearly not... the Mach-E is a crossover, though.
But they call it an SUV.
Yeah.
Well, the reality of it is it's a wagon. It's not even high.
Here we go, dude. We haven't even made project car updates, and it's already fucking crossover talk.
Well, it is, but like it isn't. It's more of a wagon, if you ask me, just because of the ride height. It has like a lower ride height than a Camry. Like that.
It does have a low ride, but just something about it seems too tall.
It's the proportions. It's the proportions. I agree with you. It's the taller body.
It's too tall and too wide. It's got to look skinnier. It's too fat.
Sup, Scuba Steve? How you doing, man?
Scuba Steve in the building.
I guess now that Scuba Steve is here, I guess we can get started on the Project Car update, huh? So
yeah, well, why don't you go first?
So as we can see, why don't you actually send me some pictures from your little thingy that I'll put up? But as the great viewers and anyone can see, on your screen right there is a gorgeous beat to shit GE8 Honda Fit 2010 Sport, and now she's legally fucking mine, plated and everything, bitches. So.
Dude, so I mean, you've driven it around a little bit, right?
Yeah, I plan on probably after this podcast. I plan on ripping it though. I have only driven it a very little bit.
How does it feel compared to like the memes?
Compared to the memes, I mean, So far,
Is
everything.
it truly the best handling car on earth? Is what I'm trying to ask.
So far, like every Honda Fit meme, which I'm pretty sure I'm like half of the people that made them, but it kind of
Nah, dude, Toge Time makes them a lot.
okay. It's kind of fucking sick, dude. Like you see the pictures and you're like, wow, that's a lot of storage, and then you like fold it in real life and you're like, damn, that's a fuckload of storage. And it really just, it drives like a little go-karty hatchback. Like, yeah, it doesn't have the best rear suspension design that Honda makes, because it is more, I don't know exactly what suspension they chose, but I know it is more space saving. Regardless, I mean, it's awesome. It's great. Like, it's a new EG hatch is what I would call it.
Yeah. So it did. How does it feel compared to the GTI?
Block that out.
Compared to the GTI, it feels slower and less on rails, but that's as to be expected.
Less on rails. Okay, well, wait till you get the sway bars and the RE71
right?
ones on there.
Need me some TEs and some RE71Rs and fat fucking sway bar. Fat fucking.
Don't forget bushing replace.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do the whole thing, but in reality, it's just gonna be like mostly a daily driver for my girlfriend, so it'll be function over everything else. But I got my ways.
No corruptor.
Dude. No, don't worry. Those wheels were the same last week, I swear. No, it was always that low. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, this car's always been super uncomfortable.
That's like the joke for like guys who buy a bunch of guitars, is it's like, always buy a black one, because then your wife will never know. She will never know. If all of them are black, she'll never know. But yeah, so it's a cool car. I really like it. It is an automatic. I will say that. So it's not the ultimate Honda Fit. It's not it's not a manual.
But it is a sport.
I got paddle shifters, bitch. Got a Ferrari transmission.
Dude, pretty much.
It's basically a Ferrari, so.
It's got a wing.
It's got a wing. It's got paddle shifters. It fucking has an aux port. Like, what more do you need?
Some T37s with some RE71Rs.
I think you need some roto grids with some, what's that other garbage tire? AO, whatever, baloney. Like, I just want like the most like rip-off tire and wheel setup.
Oh, dude, like some fucking Yokohama S drives or something.
Like some
300 treadwear Johns, dude. Some Firestone Indy 500 type beat.
On some fucking rep TEs. Hell yeah. Some what's the fucking like Chinese like Amazon brand?
Nankang.
No, not that. There's one that is literally like, I don't know the actual name. It's gonna sound racist.
Mean, go to any junkyard, dude, and you'll see mad fucking.
But isn't there a brand that's called like Ling Long or something? Like, I don't want to sound racist there, but I'm pretty sure there's a brand that has like some really bad Chinese name, and they're terrible.
Truly, dude, these like ultra low budget tire companies are running on fly by night names that they change like every 6 months, I swear.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do change them a lot, and we probably never see half those janky brand names again. But yeah, that's the Honda Fit, and it's sick, and there will be more Honda Fit talk, as this is the Honda Fit zone.
Any Jetta updates?
No updates on the Jetta right now, just because I kind of had to focus more on getting the Fit and getting that registered and whatever, and then race car stuff. I race next weekend. That's
oh shit!
That's
Samurai
something.
Pony back in action.
I'm like, there's so much shit going on in my life right now. I'm like not even paying attention to all of it. Like, I'm blanking that I race next weekend, I told you earlier that I forgot it was fucking Friday.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
It'd be like that. All right, man. What about you? Let's hear about your fun stuff.
All right. Well, I've gone drifting twice this month.
Did you send me any pictures, by the way?
Yeah, they're in Discord.
Oh, they're there.
So I went drifting again last weekend. I finished cutting my subframe apart and welding new brackets on, basically for the rear trailing arm to mount that sit like significantly lower than the stock mounting location, so it really helps fix my camber. I didn't put like the camber gauge on it, but I suspect I have somewhere around -2 degrees of camber. And even with like the mod that I had before, I never made it to less than like -4.5. So I'm getting a full tire contact patch. And then I went up to Spirit Peaks on Saturday, and I haven't been to Spirit Peaks in a long time, and it is a super fucking fun track. It's designed to drift, and it's just laid out with tires, and it's like way, way wider than park. So there's a lot more room to just kind of pick a line and just try and drift through it. And I was able to link the whole track on like 2 laps, and then there was one corner where I was kind of having some trouble with some shit, but I was running some tandems with some guys and following pretty close. Like, for real, I don't know what you KA haters are hating on. I don't know why anybody builds an engine for their drift car. You just don't need it. Like, I feel like I can keep up with way faster cars with way more grip.
I mean, I think that would more depend on the track than anything. Like, a lot of the club tracks, especially, are going to be way smaller, way more suited for lower power. And, something like your S12 can do any of those tracks pretty much as well as anything else.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, the dude that I was, like, really running tandems with was in, like, a Beams 8.6. And so that's not like a lot more powerful than me, but it's still like quite a bit more powerful. Money. But then there was also like I was following a dude in a JZX90 and having like no issues keeping his line, and he wasn't like running away from me except for like on the straight, dude. That was like the only place where I couldn't keep up. Once we were drifting, dude, it was like fucking whatever.
Yeah, I think like you'd really only feel the lack of power on like a long sweeping corner, something like that.
Yeah, and actually on like the longest sweeping corner is where I was like having some trouble. So yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't know.
Maybe
I also don't have like huge angles, so I sometimes like having like a low angle line is like a faster way to drift, so that might have been part of it.
But like
too.
You're also the way that you're looking at it is, I want to go drift. Like, you don't really care about like, oh, I want to go drift 1,000 horsepower LS turbo powered whatever and fucking go pro and do all this blah blah. Like, you just want to go drift.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I can keep up with cars that are a lot faster than me while just going to drift.
That's my
it's crazy.
That's my point, though, is that you have your mind. Your goal is be out there drifting and have seat time, and just fucking with some unreliable turbo engine or whatever other garbage people run, and chasing high power, chasing crazy angle, chasing all these control arm kits and shit like that. Like,
oh, I mean, I am kind of doing that shit.
No, obviously,
my rear suspension is extremely heavily modified, and like my front suspension, I've like touched pretty much everything too.
So like, I mean, obviously, you bit and piece it together, but like, you don't care that your S12 isn't the perfect version of it that it could be. Like, you care more about getting the fucking drift time in there and get better. Like, that's the thing I notice a lot, is everyone focuses on the drift car build, but they don't focus on the driver build.
Yeah, well, I mean, There definitely are a lot of people that focus on the driver build, and like when you go to events, it's pretty
meet
clear
them.
to see that.
Yeah.
You see the dudes who are about driving out there driving, and you see the dudes who are about building their car
On the internet.
on Instagram.
Yeah. I think that's a really good way to put it, because it's like the ones that you hear the most about are the people who never end up on track ever. Because they're just the people yelling on the internet and saying how cool their shit is.
I mean, not necessarily, because like you also do see a lot of the dudes who go out and drive every weekend on track. They're on Instagram. They're just posting pictures of them driving instead of pictures of their car on jack stands or whatever.
Dude, jack stand pictures are so cool. All the ladies love them. Oh wait, but racers don't need girls, so don't worry about that one.
I did, dude. So I had to roll my fenders at the track, like with how little camber I have. Even like a 185/55 rubs pretty fucking hard while I'm drifting.
What you're with your angle and everything?
No, on the rear.
Oh, the rear was.
Yeah, dude. Only when I had my wide wheels on, dude. Like when I had my sixes or 6.5s on, it was fine. But with a 7, dude, it was rubbing.
I love that your wide wheel is a 7. It's the fucking best.
14/7 is like pretty wide for a small wheel. It's still like an inch, or it's at least half an inch wider than factory, if not a full inch.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't appreciate the tiny wheel gang, so.
True that, brother. True that. Also, shout out to Trevor Newport and Simon Dahl, and I'm trying to remember who the other photographer is that was taking pictures. That I got some pictures.
I think
but shout out to all the media folks.
I think the only ones you sent me were Newport.
And
yeah, they were the only ones you sent that, or at least the only ones I showed.
One at the bottom is Simon Dahl.
All right.
Anyway, shout out to the media people for taking pictures. You guys are the real fucking champs, gaining me clout.
That's like one of the things that I do really like the most about drift events is there seems to always be so many people there who just want to take pictures of every
which is like
car.
Super dope, because like, dude, everybody wants, if nothing else, everybody wants to see pictures of themselves. Like, it's cool, like share them around and shit, but like if nothing else, you want to see pictures of yourself, but you can't like take pictures of yourself while you're drifting. So like, media people, you guys are fucking awesome. Yeah,
totally. It's just like, for me at Lemon's events, at least in the Northeast where we have like 100 fucking cars in the field, like, there's a million people taking pictures, but it's like, you can't find them, and you certainly can't find your car, because there's just like a billion photos. So it's a little bit of a crapshoot there. But
Oh, yeah, I mean, with drift events, there's a lot of like sorting through 500 picture albums on Facebook and shit.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's more of finding those albums, because like I don't know anyone who is like taking the pictures. There aren't people like going around being like, oh, I'm this whatever. Like I've met a couple of photographers that way.
Yeah, I usually find stuff. There's like a PNW Drift Facebook group where you just like follow on Instagram. You just like keep looking through suggested followers till you find the media dudes and shit.
Yeah, I'll probably have to check out a bunch of Instagram pages after next weekend and just see if I can fucking find us.
Dude, you gotta get that media. Throw it up in like the Citrus Racers Lounge after the race too. Be like, yo, looking for the media guys.
Looking for them.
And especially if you say something like, yo, looking to buy full resolution pics from some media guys, then they'll definitely be like coming out of the woodwork.
Well, I know that they actually like do have an official Lemons thing, like a photo book, and you can buy photos and shit from it. I actually have no idea where it is. But yeah, I mean, if I could find some actual good ones, I'd probably buy a couple. But the other thing for us is like, we got 5-6 drivers. Like, you have no clue who was in the fucking car.
True. All
right,
You guys all have like matching helmets and fire suits.
We don't have all matching ones, but a few of us have like the same ones.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of like, because like if you look at like the pictures I sent, you can kind of like see the colors on my helmet and shit. So that's like how you can identify.
Yeah, I don't have anything too distinctive on my helmet. Maybe I have to put like a sticker or a fucking stripe or something.
Bro,
stupid.
did you see? This will actually segue nicely into our next combination or our next topic. Did you see Lando Norris's helmet design for this weekend?
I did see Lando Norris's helmet design.
You need to just take a page out of that book and just write like Jake in big letters on the side of your helmet.
Backwards E or some shit.
Yeah.
This is actually like really wholesome if anyone hasn't seen it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, did you see? So pull this up and I'll find it because the FP1 timing results were they like put like a break and put the S in his name like a line down. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, like how it's written there.
Yeah.
Find me that. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, this is what I should do to my helmet. You're right. I'll have to do that one next time. That's some good shit.
You just got a plain white, John?
No, mine's black. That's the problem. I might just
Dude,
get like
get like a paint marker
or like a vinyl stripe or something.
Yeah, like some green electrical tape.
There we go. Look at that. Boom. I know that's not me in this one. I do know that. I don't have a red suit. So like that's like, you know, I guess I don't really honestly care if it's not me specifically in the thing, but it's just cool to see.
Yeah,
the fucking
it's still
car.
cool to see the car in action.
This was a good one. This was the fucking the C-class starting grid for day 2. This was 1 and 2. Like this is real. This is racing, boys. This is fucking racing, boys.
Oh, real racing.
This is real racing, boys. So yeah.
Oh, dude, I cannot find this. Dude, Formula One posts so much on their Facebook.
All right, let's segue into it then. F1 news.
Checo done fucked up, bro.
Perez ruled out for the British Grand Prix, testing positive for COVID-19.
He got coronavirus.
He got the corona. So is he? I mean, I guess
Oh, dude, I found it.
Oh, you found it? Send that up.
I found it. Hold on, I'm taking a snip.
All right, I'm just gonna keep talking.
Keep riffing.
But so I guess has no symptoms, but he, you know, is tested positive. So they're making him sit out of the race. Who the fuck's gonna fill in that seat? I don't know.
It's Nico Hulkenberg.
Is it Hulken? Okay.
Yeah, it's the Hulk. Hulk is back.
I was just thinking like the other day, I was like, man, I haven't heard Pastor Maldonado's name in a while. I hope that doesn't fucking happen.
No, dude, you'd have to be on drugs to hire Pastor Maldonado with Hulk on the market. Dude, Hulk is like one of the best mid-pack drivers. It's a fucking shame that he doesn't have a ride this season. And I agree with you. Like, I'm interested to see what he does because the Racing Point's a good fucking car this year. I've actually watched every race so far this year, and they've all been pretty fucking good.
That's actually the funniest timing thing I've ever seen. That's so fucking funny. Oh yeah, look at my boy Seb in last. Woo! Oh god, I'm such a sad Ferrari fan. Did you hear that shit? Even more on oh, I didn't mean to go back to this. Even more on F1. I think it was something like Ferrari basically said like, yeah, we're basically gonna suck until the new regs. Like they basically just flat out said it
before the season even started, though. Also, actually, I saw some really interesting speculation on some YouTube channel yesterday about contract stuff because we're already getting towards silly season,
right?
And so Seb is planning on leaving Ferrari. Yes.
Yeah.
So
doesn't he not have a seat though?
Next season, Racing Point is turning into Aston Martin.
So you think he's gonna go to Aston?
lot of speculation that he is, which raises the question, do you get rid of Lance Stroll or do you get rid of Sergio Perez?
I almost hate to say you get rid of Perez.
See, I agree, and I think that's what's going to happen because Stroll's dad owns Racing Point Aston Martin. But also, I think if you want Seb, you have to get rid of Perez. Because I think Seb is slipping in his driving abilities.
Yeah.
And I don't think he'll go anywhere where he's not going to be a clear number one. Because think about like how bad he was with, just with Danny Rick and with, did he race with Verstappen at Red Bull? Either way, he's always like, every time that he's had pressure on him from the number 2 driver, he fucking sucks.
Well, when he doesn't have the best car. Because in 2010 to 2014, like, well, what was it, 2010 and 2012 was the super close ones?
Yeah.
And he didn't falter there. I mean, he was like a driving god in those days. But, like, that Red Bull was broken. Like, it was just such a fucking good car. Like,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, both Vettel isn't as good of a driver as he was back then anymore, but he still wants to be treated like he's the best driver. So he's not going to go to a team where he might be threatened. And that's like, he's not happy at Ferrari because Leclerc's doing better than him. And he wasn't happy at fucking Red Bull because he, like, fucking wasn't, like, the clear, definitive, like, number 1 driver, you know? And he's not, like... So I think if you're Racing Point, Aston Martin, whatever, and want to get Vettel to your team, you got to get rid of Perez because Perez might be faster than Vettel.
I think the bigger question is, like, where else could he go? He's not going to Merc. He's done with Ferrari. He's not going to go to Honda. He's not going to go to Renault. You know,
yeah,
he basically has to go there.
It seems pretty clear that that's where he's going to go.
Unless, like, Haas goes fucking apeshit and gets him or something.
There's no way. There's no way. He's too high profile to go there somehow. Like, really, dude, like, if I'm a fucking team, I don't really want to hire Vettel because he's not having very good results. I mean, look, Leclerc's in 5th. There's no reason Vettel should be in dead last.
Yeah, he's definitely been slipping. And I think part of that is a lot of frustrations in the team. I think a lot of his shit's mental, honestly. I don't
totally.
I don't think he's lost physical ability. I think it's mainly mental because what was it, 2017 when the Ferrari was really good? And he was super happy.
Oh, no, man, but he'd be hitting the Spinall
Forza
bro.
Ferrari. Come on, man. Hearing that fucking
that
Italian anthem. Hearing that fucking anthem, man. That's F1. And I am so sad. The fucking Ferrari
true. Nothing
sucks.
is more F1 than hearing the German anthem followed by the Italian anthem.
Dude, right? Exactly. It's basically the F1 anthem. But yeah, I'm bummed about. What's the Discord link? It's our private Discord, bud. You're not getting in there. Sorry, CG Hunter. Yeah, we don't have a fresh oil like Discord, open Discord.
Public Discord. We just have like the one where we shoot stuff back and forth.
But yeah, if I guess if there's some kind of demand for it, we can make one.
We could make one.
Yeah, no one's here right now, but it's all good, man. I didn't get to put the reminder until like half an hour before it, so I'll blame me on that one.
Yeah, I mean, we need to do better about like making people aware of what we're doing and shit. But either way, it also doesn't have. What's nice about this podcast, you don't have to listen to it live. You can listen to it later and enjoy it just like that.
That's why I prefer the visual aspect where I can show some shit on the screen. But I know some people do prefer audio. Maybe we should set that up. Maybe you should set that up.
Yeah, I've been lacking on it.
We all been lacking, baby. Welcome
to Podcast Meta Hour.
This podcast is up on fucking jack stands. Like, let's admit it. Let's just admit it right now. We took the coils out and decided while we were there that we should cut the knuckles. and it's just been on jack stands.
And replace all the bullshit.
Yeah, it's been on jack stands for months. So we'll work on it. I mean, we're focusing on summer of seat time 2020.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. At the end of the day, like, the real focus is on actually driving cars. Like, this podcast is fun. We love all you guys for listening. Thank you very much.
Harbor Freight stands.
But also at the same time, like,
this podcast is on
given
Harbor
the
Freight
choice between podcasting or drifting, I'm going drifting.
Yeah, no, totally. We're trying. We'll try harder. But the podcast is a little bit up on Harbor Freight jack stands right now. So, let's move on to the next topic then. No one's gonna give a fuck about this one. But the Genesis, I guess the Genesis G70 came in manual and now it doesn't. So there you go.
Is that the big like sedan one?
Yeah. It was the last.
Damn, dude, yo, Genesis G70 Drift Car. What's good with it?
I mean,
that thing would be sick to drift with a manual.
Oh, that's the problem. It only has the base engine. They never gave it the 3.3. It's probably
dude, damn,
too
that
heavy.
thing looks like it has a V8 in it, bro. I don't know. I thought that was like a fucking 5 Series type deal.
Yeah, and like, Ford Escapes look like they have a V8 in them, and they got like an inline 4.
All right, bro. So hear me out with this shit, though. LS swap it.
Oh, dude, you fixed it. You fixed the car. How did you know? Oh my god, I never even heard of that or thought of that possibility that we.
Dude, honestly,
we could LS swap it.
Like, I'm not the biggest LS swap fan. You know. But that thing with the LS swap would be kind of fucking dope.
How much are they? They're 35 grand! Clue. I don't know, man.
How much do you think they are used?
Manual used.
I'm like intrigued because this is like a thing I didn't even know existed. Really.
I didn't know that they came in manual. This is the only one I can find.
Yeah, I mean, certainly not the manual.
I can only find one, and it's $32,874.
Damn, how many miles are on it?
Where does it say it? It has. That's not it. Oh, it only has 1,198 miles. It's basically new. Look at that bitch. Look at that drift pig.
Dude, I mean, that'd be pretty fucking sick. Like, you spend 30 grand on a built 2JS chassis, or you could hop in that thing.
You could downsize those wheels a little bit, and put that little.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's room. There's room.
Oh yeah.
16's on the whip.
But yeah, you can't buy them anymore, and the reason being, is they
probably sold 10 of them.
Genesis says it built exactly 71 examples for the 2021 model year, most of which are likely still in retailers' inventories. 71 2021 G70 manuals. So if you want an obscurely rare car 20 years from now, go find one and drift it. But yeah, that's one more manual dead. If you see a little later, we are talking about a potential new manual that the U.S. probably wouldn't get. But yeah, that's one more dead. The last rear-wheel drive manual sedan. Man, that's sad. I feel like it was just yesterday that like the Chevy SS was like on.
Wait, did BMW kill the manual?
I don't think they're selling one right
now. They
now.
at least have like. Really, they don't even have like a bare bones 3 Series manual in Europe.
I don't. Well, this is just talking about the U.S.
Okay.
I don't think you can get an M3 manual right now because or M5, whatever. I don't think you can get those because aren't they switching over to a new generation or some bullshit?
Well, yeah, I think they did kill the manual. Fuck, dude, even BMW killed the manual. Welcome to manual gearbox talk with Jake and Colin.
Yeah, welcome to autos are technically superior and less fun. So,
Well, I mean, I guess like with a powerful enough car, it really doesn't matter. You can just drift in auto, but like
I guess if you're talking
clutch
drift.
kicks, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the engagement.
I'm always talking drift.
It's really the engagement that's the big thing. And you really don't get the same thing with paddle shifters or, you know, the 8 and 9 speed, whatever, dual clutch baloney that we got now. Like, yeah, that shit's fucking fast. But I don't need to be like 0.4 faster to 60, personally. Anyway,
Yeah.
she done. She dead. You got 71 opportunities to buy one of these. There was one of them I had shown. Oh no, that was a 2019. But regardless, find one if you want it. But they're gone. They're gone forever. And irrelevant comment. Monty sold the Z. Oh my god, he sold the 3 leaky Z. I want to. I'm guessing Damian Monty. But yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a good real talk. I would be interested to know if it was like more than $500, because that's about all I would have offered. All right. What was the next topic? Oh yeah, this is a good one. So this is one.
People can't.
This is one that.
This is one we're all aware of. This is not breaking news.
Well, I think this is one that we can talk about because it is topical. And it's really is that there's a study showing that after months of the quarantine, 28% of people now report feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated by driving. And I don't know about you, but like the first few weeks of quarantine when the roads were empty was fucking sick.
So nice.
But then like maybe a month, 2 months into it, like when people started getting back to jobs and like you could start going out and doing some outdoorsy shit or whatever, the people started driving again, but they fucking forgot. In like 2 months, they just fucking forgot.
I swear, I saw someone almost turn right from a left lane into someone the other day, like at a very, very low speed, at like 5 miles an hour. It was like I don't know how the fuck they couldn't have seen this other, like they're right next to each other for several seconds. And then this other car starts turning over, and the car that's in the right lane starts honking at him, and the other car just like keeps trying to turn into him, and the other dude's like trying to turn away from him. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's been crazy. And I read a theory about this on why this might have happened, you know, why people got bad at driving. And I kind of agree with it, is that most people, when they drive almost entirely on muscle memory. Like, they go to the same 3 places, and that's it. They go to work, they go to the supermarket, they go to the bar. I don't know, whatever the third fucking thing is. And those are the only places they go. They drive the same routes every single time, and they just don't think when they're driving. Like, whenever you see someone doing something, and they're just, like, clearly oblivious while driving, they're just fucking a robot at that point. They aren't thinking. Like, that's what's happening. And now we have all these people who
drive alert, boys.
These people
drive alert.
These people lost that muscle memory is what happened. At least that's what I think happened. Is they just, and this says here, age played a notable factor. 40% were age 65 or older. Like, you know, it kind of makes sense to me that it would be like a loss of that muscle memory, a loss of that just, I don't know. I mean, I guess you would lose a little bit of confidence, but I feel like, I mean, driving's easy. I don't know what to tell you. Driving's fucking easy. Like, I know this is a car podcast, really, but like driving is legitimately easy.
Day-to-day driving takes no fucking effort.
Like, you can read every single sign. You can memorize what they all do. There aren't that many of them, honestly. And if you fucking follow them and like the laws, or like even just know like the basic laws of driving, like you're fucking fine. We saw a dude earlier when we were driving to the RMV. We were sitting at a stoplight, and then and and both sides had left turn lanes, and the left arrow went where, just the left turn is gonna go, but a fucking big ass truck on the other side just went through the red light because he saw the green arrow and thought that meant he should go. Like, almost fucking hit the guy who had the green arrow. Like, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And it was a huge truck, so the car behind him just followed. Like, didn't even see that it was red. So 2 cars went. There's a quote. Getting on the freeway for the first time in 2 months was surreal. It took a lot more focus to feel comfortable merging through traffic. I had to pay close attention to what all the other cars around me were doing.
Yo, you should be doing that always.
My instincts just weren't there. You shouldn't drive on instinct!
You should always be paying attention closely to what other cars are doing around you. What the fuck? Bro, this makes me terrified to drive.
Dude, the average person, that's what I'm saying. They don't think when they drive. They literally drive on muscle memory and instinct, as they say. It's not instinct, it's muscle memory.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I don't know about you. At least around me, I can't tell you the last time I merged onto the highway faster than like 45 miles an hour. I'm always stuck behind somebody now. Always. And they're going...
Dog, straight up, like, on public roads, I drive to be out of everybody else's way.
That's how you should drive.
Like,
that's the point of driving, is get out of everyone's way, do your thing, follow who has right of way, and then we're good. But you have people who like, oh, I'm gonna stop and wave someone to turn left across 3 lanes of fucking traffic on a surface highway like a dipshit. Like, no, don't do that. You're getting into people's way. That's the opposite of what you do. I hate people. I hate driving, man. So harsh. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm hopeful that after all of this coronavirus stuff, there will be fewer drivers because more people will be working from home and more people will just want to stay closer to home in general and go out less. But as of right now,
hopefully,
it's just been hell. I'm sure you've all seen it, and even in other countries, I'm sure it's the same as well.
Send us your wacky and wild coronavirus driving stories to our Instagram, and we'll post them on our story.
Yeah, send us a lot of the fun, wacky, wild, crazy corona driving stories. We need like a Japanese light novel length name for it. Crazy, kooky, corona, crappy driving stories.
Crazy, kooky corona crashes.
Yeah. Exactly. Something like that. That'll work. That'll work a fucking dream. But yeah, so breaking news. People can't fucking drive. So check your mirrors. Check your blind spot.
Dude, I just realized that you put in the chat.
Go to speed limit. Just go to speed limit. Just at least go to speed limit, please. Please.
I'm sorry, dude. I just realized you put in the chat, like, at the very beginning of this.
No
Glurping.
I don't even know how I did that. I swear, that was 100% sober. Like, that was... I don't know how I did that.
These hoes be glurping on
No
us.
glurping. These bitches glurping. Yeah, all these people glurping while they're driving. It's crazy. So yeah, guys, don't glurp and drive.
We should make a don't glurp sticker.
Don't glurp. All right, I'll make one. I'll come up with one. No glurping and driving. God fucking damn it. All right, the next fun topic. That's something that we probably will never be able to glurp. A manual Toyota
Something
Supra.
the world has.
Something that only Europe and Asia will be able to glurp. Is this it?
Bro,
Is this
I don't know,
it?
man. There seems to be a demand for that. Read me this article.
So it's basically...
Pull that shit up, Jamie.
I got it up. But basically, the big deal is that earlier in the year, Toyota said they tested some manuals, and since we've known about the Supra, since the Supras came out, people have wanted a manual. And
True.
it doesn't, unlike the C8, which I understand why the C8 Corvette doesn't have one and probably never will. I don't know.
True. C8 is a super car.
Well,
doesn't need.
It's more the packaging, and they would have had to get like some crazy custom transmission that would have just driven the price up like nuts.
Well, yeah, but also, I mean, like, for real,
But also
like,
it's a
the
supercar.
C8 is a supercar.
Yeah.
And supercars don't need manuals. The Supra, though, the Supra really is more of a sports car.
It's a tourer. It's a Grand Tourer sports car. I mean, that's what the Mark IV Supra was. It was a Grand
And that's
Tourer.
a car that's not bad to have in a manual. So I can see how this might sell pretty well. No, I mean, for sure, this will sell pretty well if they do it, I think.
I mean, how many times, though, have we bitched and moaned about getting manuals, and they finally give us a manual version, and then nobody buys it? How many times does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like manual Mustangs still sell pretty well. Manual Camaros still sell pretty well. Like, people that want sports cars want manuals, and this is like where sports cars are going.
I think the bigger thing is that you just named entry level sports cars. Like the GTI, like they have like a crazy manual take rate in the US.
Yeah, but dude, Camaros can get up there when you start getting into the track packages, and those still come with a manual and sell pretty well with them for road racing and stuff. Like the ZL1s and shit. Those sell pretty well with manuals, I feel like.
Sort of feel
I don't
like
know for sure. This is just speculating on my part.
I just feel like what people expect out of a muscle car is generally like cheap performance. Whereas like when you start buying like a European car, you're almost expecting like luxurious, brutal, smooth performance, which is kind of what the A90 is. You know? I don't know. I think a manual for this would be fucking sick. I just worry that they would only put it on the 4-pot and that we won't get it in the US.
Yeah, so a Camaro ZL1 starts at $63,000.
Damn, son.
And
63?
you can get it with a 60. Yeah.
63. That's insane. And then meanwhile,
so if those are selling well with a manual, that tells me that the Supra, the market for a manual Supra is probably there.
But how many people will gladly get like 8-year loans to have a $60,000 pickup truck because it says Ford on it, versus how many people would do the same because it's a BMW? Like, I feel like in people's minds, all right, granted this is a Toyota.
Oh no, dude, Supra fanboyism is pretty high. Like, you gotta understand, there's a lot of like wealthier people now that grew up on Supras. Otherwise, Mark IVs wouldn't sell at all.
My friend's neighbor.
There's people with.
You go ahead.
There's people with money that like kind of have like similar thoughts about cars as we do. You know what I mean?
Obviously.
I definitely think there's I think a significant chunk of the market that wants a Supra would buy one with a manual if it was available. You know what I mean? Like, they want it, they'll buy one with an automatic, but if the manual is available, I think it would probably sell pretty well. But maybe not.
I just worry that they release a manual and it's not significantly cheaper, and the performance delta is like very apparent. I mean, we're honestly getting to that point where automatic transmissions are that much better and quicker than the manuals, where it's like you can tell the performance delta between the manual and the automatic. That's one of the reasons I've hated every single Golf R, Focus RS, Civic Type R, Veloster N shootout, because they never let the Golf R have the auto option, which is like, that's like the reason that you would actually buy that car, because it's a really good auto. I don't know. I'm fucking just spewing out bullshit now. We're all spewing
Yeah,
bullshit.
I mean,
we can't even afford this. What are we
we're all
talking
spewing
about?
bullshit. What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I can't afford a Supra, manual, automatic, or otherwise. Although I would buy a Mark 1 Supra if I found a good one.
ZL1 over manual Supra all day. Pushrod V8. Dude, fuck pushrod V8s. Actually, I do like pushrod V8s a lot, actually. I do honestly love that GM just keeps them around forever. And it's like, yeah,
I think that shit's pretty
it's
lit.
like, yeah, our sports car is going to get like 28 miles per gallon anyway with a pushrod V8. Go suck our balls. But what were you saying, though, about Supra fans are very diehard and whatever. My friend's neighbor bought one of the like first ones that you could buy. Like, it's one of the launch editions. He way overpaid for this fucking thing. And he has a vanity plate GR Supra.
Because he probably fucking grew up playing Gran Turismo and had a fucking Supra poster on his wall. And saw Fast and Furious.
You know, the guy, I think I've told you about him before. The guy's kind of living like the car dream, where he has like, you know, whatever single level house, and parked outside it, not even in the fucking garage, parked outside it is his Supra, his Audi Q7, and his Tesla Model X. Or I'm assuming one's the wife.
Gang, that's fucking sick, bro.
But like
wonder what's in the garage.
I don't think really anything. It's a fucking tiny garage. This neighborhood is like, they're like all kind of cookie cutter houses, and my friend's garage is tiny. I figure it's the same size. I doubt there's anything in it. Maybe a motorcycle or something. These are like the 70s cookie cutter houses with garages that couldn't fit 70s cars. I don't know why they did that. It really didn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, that's kind of how my garage is. I mean, I can barely fit the S12 in my garage, and now I can't.
And the S12 is tiny. Like, there's no reason that shouldn't fit.
It's not large.
There's no reason that shouldn't fit into like any garage ever. But here we are. The next news, and I guess the last written piece of news that we had, is that it kind of fucking obvious that this was going to happen, but GM's going to sell an electric Chevy truck with 400 miles of range, and it's supposed to be based on the Hummer chassis or platform or whatever. Yeah, new modular battery platform. I mean, like, fucking... I honestly didn't think that we would have EV trucks this soon, if I'm honest with you. And, fuck, man, they're coming for us for sure.
I mean, yeah, but how far can it go while towing?
That's the big thing. And I think the automakers are probably leaning on 95% of truck buyers don't fucking use it as a truck. So let's have an electric option for them. They won't all take it because there's obviously going to be people who will dislike it or whatever. But meanwhile, they're still going to have gas and diesel versions of pickup trucks for years to come, especially with hybrid. I mean, I think like if you have like a V6 turbo hybrid truck with like a bazillion foot-pounds of torque because it's hybrid and shit like that, and tow 1,000,000 pounds, like, people wouldn't care that it was hybrid at that point. It would be keeping a truck alive. But yeah, I think we'll still see gas and diesel for a while, because there's always going to be the need for a work truck that can, like, literally go all fucking day, a 12-hour shift, and run the entire time. Because there always will be need for vehicles like that.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, this is eye-opening. I really didn't think that we would see so many EV pickup trucks so fast, but I don't know how much of this is Corona. I don't know how much of this is, you know, just the industry is pushing itself, because every brand is now pushing to at least say they're doing something with electrics.
All right. So what's your pick? Hummer, Chevy pickup, Cybertruck.
I'm going to go with the Rivian R1T. Look at that fucker.
Ooh, that is a good pick. The Rivian R1T is pretty sick.
You know, this is maybe an article from 2 years ago, It's definitely going to come out. And
is it gonna come out?
well, actually, I think they made a deal with like Ford or some shit recently.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that shit.
Yeah, I think they're gonna use I think Ford is gonna use the Rivian skateboard for their electric trucks, or some shit like that. So,
yeah.
I mean, maybe Rivian itself doesn't succeed, but I think with that Ford partnership, they're gonna stick around for a while at least. I really like the Rivian myself. Yeah. I don't know what it is I like about it. Maybe it's the pseudo grill thing. Like, fucking look at that pop-up camper and your little EV. Also, isn't it like, I'm trying to find the picture.
I will say, looks a lot better than a Cybertruck.
That's my hugest thing. The Cybertruck's fucking hideous, and
it really be looking like Lara Croft's.
And I think something that might happen with EV trucks is we're going to see some people want it to look like the future, and some people want it to look like a truck.
Yeah, and from the picture on that Chevy article, it looked like the Chevy one's just gonna kind of look like a truck.
Yeah, I mean,
which I honestly am not mad at. Like, GM can fuck some styling up pretty good, so I mean that's not horribly offensive.
I think my biggest issue with,
other than looking like a 2020 Silverado, which is ugly as fuck.
Right, fucking ugh. My biggest problem with EVs, and I don't know why Tesla switched, is the ones that just have no fucking anything, grill, whatever, and it's just like smooth. Like there's nothing to break it up. There's no anything visual. And I think the Rivian does all right because it has like the weird nostrils, the bar, yeah.
That doesn't look
the
bad.
Bumper goes up really high up too, and like, you know, I think it works. Apparently, like this little fucking thing here, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll try and zoom in on it if I can. I'll try and find a picture, but apparently this is like a cubby that goes all the way through, and you can like fit like a sleeping bag in it or some shit. Let me find it.
Dude, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, look it.
Can stash.
That's the Rivian cubby. Like, you could, I mean, maybe not you because you're a fucking Sasquatch, but like someone could.
Dude, you could for sure transport a person. You could for sure smuggle some people in that.
Dude.
Or some other illicit goods.
But like that's still sick for like, I think kind of what I'm seeing with the Rivian is like they really want people to like go adventure with these things, go camping, go somewhere, go fucking do shit.
Yeah, like that's actually pretty dope. Oh wait, hold on. What was that other picture you just had? I'll go back to that.
What one did I have up?
No, you like briefly flashed a picture of my S12. That's ours.
Oh, not that one. This one. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. But I mean, Chevy has this fucking shit coming out. The Hummer's gonna sell a bazillion. I'm convinced they're gonna sell a million bazillion Hummers. It's like making the Hummer electric was genius because the only people who bought Hummers drove 10 miles to their dental office. You know, like those were Hummer owners. The secondhand Hummer owners are who people think of. But it's crazy. It's all ramping up. I mean, Ford has plans. GM has plans. I haven't really heard anything about Dodge. I'm sure they got fucking plans too.
Electrification.
You know, Nissan probably doesn't have plans because they don't like to update anything.
Yeah, Nissan's gonna shit the bed, dude. Like, I'm convinced.
Dude, speaking of Nissan, Renault recorded like their largest loss ever in a quarter. And like they still say that they're merging, and it's like, okay, the three companies that are going to be merged together at the end of this are Renault, Nissan, and Mitsubishi. I don't know about you.
God help
I don't know
us.
about you, but that ain't putting confidence into my heart at all.
Dude, who is investing in this? Like,
I don't know.
you gotta be, dude.
I don't know. I don't. And it's like it's all ownership and run. Like the people who run it, like it's all upper management and shit, like Carlos Ghosn and bullshit like that.
Yeah, what's going on? So is Carlos going to jail or what?
Hopefully.
Like, what the fuck? I remember he like escaped Japan, but I don't remember what's happened since then.
Didn't they try to get him back?
Yeah, dude. Hold on, we got to do a quick Carlos Ghosn
Oh, I
search.
spelled his name wrong. Fuck me.
It's like Gozen.
Oh, here's 1 day ago. Oh yeah,
Oh shit!
a few days ago.
Breaking Carlos Ghosn news. What's going on?
I'll click this one.
We stumbled our way into relevant information. This is breaking news, folks.
So I guess Ghosn is officially saying he's not gonna leave the US, and I think they're gonna trial him or some shit.
Well, we'll have to keep tabs on this.
Yeah, I mean, oh, they're in Massachusetts apparently. Who are the Taylors?
Oh, dude,
Oh, the people who snuck him out?
bro, can you get Carlos Ghosn to come on the podcast?
Get him. I'll have to like live stream from the fucking like visitation room or some shit.
Oh wait, he's in jail.
No,
I thought he was just. Like,
I don't know
living
where
in
he
his house.
is. This is talking about the.
Well, you said he's in Massachusetts.
No, it said something. I think the guys who snuck him out of Japan are in jails.
Oh, well, you should try and get them to come on the podcast. We'll accept the charges.
Other guys are going to trial. I think Ghosn is literally just running away forever. He's living in Lebanon, which does not have an extradition treaty with Japan. Oh, so Ghosn's just fucking chilling in Lebanon. He's
In Lebanon.
literally just gonna live the rest of his life on the run because he's a fucking little prick. God. Nutsubishiran.
You
Nutsubishiran.
truly hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean,
You truly hate to see it.
I you know I like to shit on Nissan, but like Nissan didn't used to suck. And it sucks that they suck, you know? But I don't know. With those three together, like what are your fucking hopes? Like you're a Nissan fan. Are you looking forward to like literally anything? Like the 400Z that's apparently going to come out that probably never will.
You know what I think about the 400Z, dude? If they aren't already bankrupt, the 400Z will drive Nissan to bankruptcy.
Yeah, it just like it seems like such a shit idea. I don't know how they like haven't been able to just fucking like do crossovers and shit, like dumb shit people buy, but they just make them so garbage and sell them for so cheap to fucking fleet sales and whatever. Like they've fucked themselves by just how it's been managed and like how they plan shit out and what their just financial goals are for cars and shit like that. It's a wreck is really what it is.
You hate to see
You
it.
hate to see it. It's a wreck. I mean, I can't like are there car companies like doing worse than those three?
I mean, Mitsubishi's doing the worst of the three, probably.
I mean, is Mitsubishi, do they even sell cars? Aren't they officially out of the US now? Like weren't they like kind of like half holding on for a while?
I don't know. Things are dark at Mitsubishi. Things are not apparently dark at Renault. They're not good at Nissan.
It's just crazy that you can have a company that, you know, used to sell an Evo, used to sell Skyline GTR, used to sell I don't know, what's the cool Renault? What's the mid-engine one?
Dude, they had the Clio V6.
That's it, the Clio
they had
V6.
like a mid-engine V6.
They used to make the Clio. They used to have that, and like I get it that those aren't the cars that make companies, and they aren't the cars that really make them money, but they fucking push shit.
Yeah, and like
KI Motorsports with a good point.
I don't
Mitsubishi
know,
makes more than cars, a lot more than cars.
Oh yeah, true.
So,
but Mitsubishi Motors and the rest of Mitsubishi are actually like separate things at this point. And I think the majority of Mitsubishi Motors is not owned by like Mitsubishi Corporation anymore.
or Nissan, I guess it would be.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like there's some fucked so like I don't know if it's still like this, but at least for a long time, like Nissan was part owner of Fuji Heavy Industries, which is the owner of Subaru.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, I know that with Volkswagen, it's like Porsche Holdings owns Volkswagen, who owns Porsche. Like the Porsche Holdings company owns Volkswagen, who then owns Porsche. It's so weird. But Mitsubishi, dude, Nissan, that's some rough shit. Like that's some rough shit. And that's your going update. I don't know what I just clicked. Apparently went to just newsroom. And we're out of topics.
We'll keep you posted on the going drama as it develops.
We're officially out of topics. I don't know if you got any more stuff. We can keep going, but I mean, I think we fucking rocked some solid conversation there. Yeah,
dude. I think I don't really have much else to say other than just drive defensively and focus on the road. Stay hydrated.
Buy a GE8 Honda Fit.
Get a Honda Fit.
Get a Honda Fit. Sell your daily. Get a Honda Fit. Buy a cool weekend car, which you're then not going to drive because you're going to like the Honda Fit more when you get sway bars and coils in it.
Then just get a KA. Just anything with a KA.
Get a KA. Slam it into your Fit.
No, not a KA for the Fit. Just like for your Nissan, any rear wheel drive Nissan, just put a KA.
So I know they made sideways SRs. Did they make sideways KAs?
Yes, they did.
Dude, KA swapped Fit, dude.
KA swapped Fit. Why not?
Fucking go hard or go home.
Dude, honestly, 2.4 liter Fit would be hilarious.
People have done K24s, I think. A K24 would be vicious.
Yeah, K24 Fit would be insane. KA24 would be hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be like Iron Duke Honda Fit.
It would be a step in the wrong direction, but I mean, it'd be fun probably. K's are pretty dope.
Scuba Steve's girlfriend just bought a 2013 Civic with 34,000 miles. But she could have bought a fucking Fit, dude. Nah, Civics are pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Civic's like one step below Fit in the chain of good
If I'm honest, when we were looking for cars, just because of how used prices worked, this completely changes if you are looking for a manual. So maybe disregard everything I'm saying. But like the Fits and the Civics used were like the same fucking price for like most of the bulk garbage that you see on Facebook Marketplace and whatever. And it's like, well, the Civic's a bigger car with more, features in the base model. Like, why wouldn't you just go with that? But then this deal popped up and I couldn't fucking resist. So it was an unpassable deal. Yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone for buying a 2013 Civic with that low of miles. That's like nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's pretty dope.
All right, well.
So shout out Scuba Steve's girlfriend.
Shout out Scuba Steve's girlfriend for the 2013 Civic. Everyone drive defensively. Floss. Don't stay up too late. wear your mask, social distance, all that good stuff. Go buy a Honda Fit. And I think that...
Keep yourself sideways.
I think keep yourself sideways, and that was a fucking podcast, boys.
That's all she wrote.
Fucking wrote, boys. So, everyone here, thank you so much. We're going to try and be back again in 2 weeks. If people missed it, we're aiming for Friday to be the day from now on. But, life, laziness, whatever excuses that you want to come up with. But,
hey, racing. Literally, we didn't pod last week. We missed our 2 weeks last week because I was getting my car ready to race. So, that's a real excuse that I think is valid. And if you disagree, then cool.
if you disagree, I want you to comment that. I want you to hit the like button and the subscribe button.
Or hit the dislike button. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, so we'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll have a fit update. Maybe a going update. Who knows? A racing update. You don't have an event planned in 2 weeks, right?
No, I don't have an event planned for about a month now.
So you got that prep stuff to work towards, and we're rocking, we're rolling. We're not letting 2020 get us down. What's our 2020 motto, Colin?
It's keep yourself sideways.
No, not that one. The one about cars and money.
Oh yeah. If you ain't talking about like money or cars, then I don't want to hear it.
I think that's a perfect send off. So, cars and money, boys. Take it easy, everyone. We had a fun time chatting with you, and we'll try to see you all again in 2 weeks. Colin, I had a blast. Oh no, he's got the soundboard out. Let's leave before the soundboard gets crazy. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take it easy. Have a great weekend, and stay safe. Peace.